everyone, this is Wenli coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and I wanted to share a little bit more about what I've been discovering about spirits and spiritlings and how that system works. So let's get straight into that. How about? Hey, Wei. Awesome. That's my friend Zhang Wei. In case you ever see this video, hi Wei. Okay, so spirits. Let's get into it. So first things first, I did learn that over time they do accumulate this aura stuff kind of slowly, and you can like get them close to their next level and then wait a little if you want to save on materials. I'm just showing you as an example. So I just collected like 15 minutes ago, but every 10 minutes or so you get 20 growth, I guess. I haven't calculated it exactly to double check, but you get some aura as time passes, so you can use that to your advantage. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is spiritlings and crafting them and using them. So those are two different things and involve two different systems. So crafting them is over here on this button, and then applying the spiritlings to your spirits is over here in this spiritling thing, which takes you to the back end of their stats. So this is sort of like, I think we could kind of think of this as like constellation for spirits, but it's bubbles, or maybe like their spiritling collection shelves. I wish that it would like actually show you that, but instead it just has these little clear bubbles, which is a little bit boring, but that's how it is. So, go with it. All right, so firstly of all, you have to craft spiritlings in order for them to be applied to your spirit. And spiritlings, I think we could explain them best by being like, saying that they're like custom stats that you can add to your spirit. So when you craft a spiritling, each one has its own custom stats that come with it. So Frost Petal has AGI, Crimson Petal has crit, that kind of thing. So each one that you're crafting is going to be used for that specific thing. So there's two different ways to craft. One is quick crafting, which would use up all the materials of that particular class. So like if you go to Crimson Petal and then quick craft and then say Elite and then Crimson Petal, it'll use up all those materials. So the materials listed here, those would all be done. So I don't want to quick craft today. I'm still learning. I did that on accident in my first video, but I'm still learning about how all this works. So I don't want to quick craft today. So let's do Tangled Lotus and confirm. So I was doing some of this earlier, and you can see my XP is increasing. So that's one of the parts of crafting that you need to know about. XP will level up your crafting, and it's kind of distributed as follows. If I produce an elite level spiritling, that adds 10 XP. It's like cooking for some reason. Like the way that the XP is doled out. It's not like when you use up the material based on the material that gets used, you get XP. It's based on the results that come out. So just like in the cooking system, if I get a green level cooking item, I get 10 XP, and if I get a gold level one, I get like 30. So something like that. So elite level, purple level will give you 10 XP per spiritling that's produced. Epic will give you, I think it's 50, and then Fabled I think gives 100. Now, my brain might not remember all of that because I have a hard time remembering, but you can observe for yourself. Like each one gives a specific amount of XP, and when you produce a Fabled item, it gives more XP than an Epic, and Epic gives more XP than an Elite. That's the basic principle. Okay. The Spiritlings that are produced, that are elite, epic, and fabled, also have different qualities, and I'll show you that in a moment. Excuse me. So you go ahead and you can produce them one by one. You can produce multiple ones at a time, which I did find it, in some instances, made me feel like I was getting like better odds for my epic material, epic versus elite Spiritlings produced, but you get the point. So you can do minimum or maximum, however you like. And then you can also change what kind of Spiritling that you are producing. So, for instance, you can change to Crimson Twig here on this button. And then you can also change the quality that you're producing by tapping this button right here. So let's say if I go to medium, and then it'll tell you also in this little window, it will tell you what's the percentage of possibility of getting what type of quality of Spiritling. Oh, wordsing. Okay, so if I use this advanced gold material, then I have a 50% chance of fabled, a 50% chance of epic, and if I use this elite level medium gold material, then I have a 50% chance of epic, 5% of fabled, and 45% of elite. So that's kind of how it works. And then when you gain enough XP, you will level up. And then once you have leveled up sufficiently, you will get an additional bonus chance of getting fabled or other Spiritlings out of it. So I think these stats all refer to these. So your fabled possibility of getting a fabled will increase as your level of crafting increases. So it seems like it's going to be a slow process because I crafted a lot of materials earlier and I still only have 16,760 points out of 42,000. Now, imagine, so getting from level 1 to level 2 is 42,000. I imagine that getting to level 3 must be, well, at least a bit more than that, if not a lot more than that. So it's going to take a lot of materials for you to be able to craft into Spiritlings in order for you to level up. So that's my perspective. So keep collecting those Spiritling materials wherever you can. Grind for them in Floral every week. And, if you have opportunities to get them elsewhere, like helping out with Spirit Evolutions and stuff like that, that'd be great. Speaking of Spirit Evolutions, my spirits are ready to evolve, but I haven't done it yet because I want to take the chance to invite a lot of people, and also I'm a little nervous. When you try something new with Fote, you'll sometimes get mixed results. So even I get nervous. So if you're feeling nervous about things in Fote, you're not alone. Like, I'm definitely there with you. So, all right. So we've talked about crafting. I think I've told you everything that I understand about it so far. The next part is Spiritling application. So in order to apply them, there's a couple of things that you need to understand. One is, which hero are you going to put this Spiritling with? So if you're going to put the Spiritling with a dock, like I have this one with Gueguza, then ACC Acuity is an important stat for that dock to have. And the different levels of Spiritlings have different levels of qualities. And there's a limitation on how many of that type of Spiritling you can use, and a limitation on number of Spiritlings used overall for all of these stats. So 3 numbers that you have to be really aware of. First number is how many Spiritlings can be used from this particular type of stat. Second is how much percentage or addition you're going to get from each type of Spiritling. And then third is total uses altogether, which I imagine since like HP has a total type of use as 80, which is greater than 50, I imagine that when you evolve and upgrade your spirit, then that number of limited uses will also increase for the overall uses. I'm not sure if like the specific type of spiritling use will increase, but I imagine that at least the total uses of spiritlings should increase. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense to you. It kind of makes sense to me, but all right. So in order to apply the spiritling, it's a pretty simple process. Yeah, I can give him some crit damage resist. So you just look at what your percentages are, and then depending on how vital that stat is for your hero, then you could apply that, and you just say use. Or you can say quick use and then be sad because it distributed not exactly how you wanted. So the other thing that I learned, which I think is really important to note, is that you can reset your evolution and the state will be kept, the level will be reset to 0, and 100% of the items consumed in evolution will be returned. So that's an important thing for you to know, is it costs 100 ingots for the evolution to get reset. And also, you can reset your spiritlings and this layout, like sort of like constellation for your hero. It can be reset. However, it's going to set you back 100. So all attribute spiritlings will be returned. So this is a preview of what I have in there right now, and that's what I would get out if I spent 100 ingots. So it is possible to redo it. It's not like you're going to be, it's not like trigrams where once you apply something, there's like no going back. You will get your spiritlings back, you get your resources back, and then, you know, you can continue. So far, I haven't seen a way to break down spiritlings. However, there might be one. I imagine that there might be. So if anybody knows about that, please put it in the comments below. I'd appreciate that. All right, guys, I think that is all that I can share about spiritlings and applying them and crafting them for now. That's what I understand. I will be coming out with a video about evolution pretty soon. I just need to find the right time. All right, guys, thanks so much. You guys have a great night, and questions, comments, you know where to leave them, and help each other out if you can.